Hello, sparkles of source out there. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I am just getting on here in this hot sun. It feels so good. I'm just loving the day here where I live. Nice blue skies, and it's just gorgeous. So I was feeling the call to get on and pick an oracle card for our collective consciousness. I'm going to ask our higher self, what kind of message can you give us today? What kind of guidance do we need? What's happening? It was pretty intense the last couple of weeks with the moon in Cancer, like lots of deep inner healing for me at least, and sadnesses and body ailments too, and also like injuries. So I don't know if that's happening for you guys out there. Let me know in the comments what you've been experiencing in the last couple of weeks, because it's been intense, and today feels like intense. Like I feel just a little worked, a little like extra tired, and definitely these energies trying to settle down and shift into some new energies. So yeah, let me know. And that's exciting, because whenever I feel an end to some intense energy, I'm like, oh, thank goodness. And now we're getting into the full moon in Capricorn, which I feel is very grounded energy. It's very focused and on career, and it's ruled by Saturn, associated with structure. And that, man, being an Aquarius, I'm like, I need structure. That's my sun sign. And then I'm a Virgo rising, which my Virgo rising doesn't get much attention, even though she likes structure. And then my Scorpio moon is very kind of out in the other dimensions a lot with intuition. So I like when we have energies coming in like this full moon in Capricorn that can be structured, responsible, ambition, and staying disciplined on my path. And so that's what I'm saying for you. So this is a time, like these energy shifts out of whatever emotional stuff we were working through in the last, when the moon was in Cancer, and we're going into Leo season. And that's fun and light. So not only are we going to have like structure and being able to focus better and stay on top of stuff, and then we have the Leo energy that's like fun and outgoing and loving and nurturing too, the good aspects of Leo, right? And so I'm excited for these energies, even though I'm still feeling a little zonked today, and you might be as well. Let's ask. I'm going to tap into our collective and ask our higher self, like, hey, okay, we just went through some serious energies. How can you help us transition out of that and get into these new energies, so we can be more focused and get more excited and get our bodies feeling good again, which means, in this beautiful weather, you're getting out in nature, going on hikes, stretching, yoga, eating really healthy salads, fresh juices. That's what, I'm not super like on it with that, but I can feel whatever energies we went through. I'm like, oh, I got to get back on track with that. Cause it's been since my 20s since I had like lower back pain. And so I've been experiencing that in the last like week. So these are all messages though. So, which is amazing. Our bodies are our biggest messenger to let us know something's out of balance, either emotionally, lineagely, so we have these energy fields that are affected by our thoughts and other energies. And so it's so important to keep that energy field, your energy field, clear. Because if something starts happening in the body, that means there's an out of balance somewhere, either with diet, thoughts, lineage stuff, past life stuff. I mean, there's so much that we have to tune in with and figure out for ourselves. But I do believe that we can be really in good working, healthy bodies, in the flow in our life, there's always challenges, but if we can look at it at a perspective of knowing that they are lessons for us to work through and get to a better place, then that's beautiful. So I'm going to pull, I think from this I couldn't decide, from my Starseed Oracle deck. I have a Viking Oracle deck. Let me see if I can hear any of you guys go, oh no, pick from that. And then I've been pulling, which I'm feeling called to this one. I've been pulling from it though. The last few videos I've done is the Sacred Path cards. They're my Native American, which I feel really connected to, and I always feel like there's a beautiful message. So I'm really getting called to these ones. Maybe I'm going to pull from one of these. And if I pulled from all three of them, I think I'm really trying to not make super long videos. I know the attention span can get lost, and so I'm trying to make them short and sweet and powerful and at the same, all in one. So let's see what kind of message we need to hear with all the energies that I was just. There was three. Let's see. There's three. Which one do we want? The top one. Okay. And so we can really feel that we're supported on our path, and that's why I like tapping in and see, and because we have all these amazing messages from all over nature, numbers, animals, oracle cards. Like there's people can also just pass, like someone in the grocery store says something to you and it triggers something that's is for you, for a healing purpose. That's happened to me, of like having those deja vus with someone that I don't even know. It's like, oh, that's something that I needed to hear. So we have magic everywhere to help us in this crazy reality we're in. So, cool. And I love the number 8, East Shield. Look at that. Illumination, clarity. Now that is powerful, because that's the energy that I feel we're moving out of, this like really emotional energy in the last couple of weeks, and just feeling zonkered and like kind of like I'm getting pushed through, like my whole entire like soul or energy is trying to get like shoved through a pinhole or something. Are you guys feeling that? And then the body stuff. And so anyways, so I'm there for you. So just know you're not alone. And so East Shield, number 8, that's infinity and abundance. And so that to me already is a sign that, oh, good, we're moving into some really good energies with Leo and the full moon Capricorn. So illumination, clarity, 8. Do you hear that horn behind me? So there's kids right down there playing, and they have a pool down there, and they might have some kind of horn. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's so beautiful. Looks like the hawk or eagle on that. Okay. And they're really long, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'll read the first couple paragraphs, and then I'll go over to the application. Okay, so East Shield, illumination, clarity. The ancient medicine man, yellow 3 fingers, parlayed his way into my morning silence and sat before me. Carefully removing his red bandana headband, he looked deeply into my eyes. A faint smile, barely perceivable, moved across his weather-worn face. He touched my mind. His words fell like prayer lances in the fertile earth of my memory. I have come to teach you your East Shield, he said. I watched as he dipped the first 3 fingers of his left hand into a bowl of sacred corn pollen and gently drew them across his forehead, creating 3 yellow lines. West to east, they traveled across the rocky crogs of his time-worn, wood-grainy brow. I observed in silence, knowing that each movement was a dance step of the Eastern Shield. The Eastern Shield is the place of illumination where Eagle lives. In this place, you will find the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness and understanding. Oh, that's really cool. The East is where Grandfather Sun greets us each morning. There are three pathways to the wisdom of the Eastern Shield, he said. Here at Tanskawi, where my forefathers grew tall, you will find the symbols of those three paths. Follow me on a medicine walk, and we will share the goodness of this day of the falling leaves. Isn't that beautiful? There's a poem, Shield of the East, illuminate my path, so I may fly with eagle to the home of grandfather's son's first light. So that's an eagle. Okay, and it's so amazing. So there's a whole story. I'll take pictures and add them. I don't know if I'll be able to add it to, but anyways, okay. I'll take pictures so you can read it. I'll just add it to wherever I'm posting. Okay, the application. The East Shield card represents a need for clarity in some part of your life. Okay, so that's amazing because now is the time to start getting really clear with this full moon in Capricorn and really setting your goals too. Like what, even if you've already been setting your goals, but this is even a more perfect time to write down what your long-term goals are. What's your passions? What are you wanting to really do in your life to create constant, continuous clarity and abundance and joy and happiness? Because that's, I believe, why we came here, is to learn that and then to keep creating that in our life continuously. And I feel like we are all right there doing that because there's enough consciousness that understands that of why we really are here, and we're breaking free from old ways that were not in joy and didn't support who we truly are with unconditional love. So this is exciting. It may also mark a time of illumination when suddenly things begin to fit together and make sense for you. Yep. If you have been confused, now is the time to ask for order in your life. Yep. So that's exactly what I was saying. So really write down everything. It's really important because there's something that happens when you write. It connects you to God's source. That's why writing is so important, and especially cursive. There's something that happens in our brain that connects us to that higher power and brings it into this reality on paper and pen. So that's why that's why it's a love-hate with the electronics, the AI, because I love them. Look, we're able to communicate and give each other messages, look up things, find everything, but it's also creating a disconnect. So we really have to keep in balance with that. So make sure that you're reading books. Make sure that you are writing because there's a connection that happens to keep us feeling like we're a part of something greater. So, okay, in order to make fits and makes sense. If you have been confused, now is the time to ask for order in your life. Order can be restored through making lists of things to do, cleaning up your living space, that's important, or finishing old projects. When order is restored, you are then more receptive and can find the clarity you need. That is so important, to keep your personal space in order, and it's hard because that is continual, right? So, but just do the best that you can, even if it's one little section in your house, and you rotate, of what section you clean and organize, and then the energy work is important to do as well. So keeping your own energy field clear, keeping your home energy clear, and there's lots of tools and ways to do that. Okay. Let's see. The illumination of the East can also be asking you to assist another in finding clarity. Sharing your ideas may bring illumination as others give you feedback. It may also be a time to heal old wounds or negative thoughts so that there is room for clarity to enter your life. Be creative and daring in order to stretch your concept of who you really are and venture into new realms of understanding. That's super powerful. I'm going to read it again. It may bring illumination as others give, sharing your ideas, okay? Share your ideas. May bring illumination as others give you feedback. It may also be a time to heal old wounds or negative thoughts so that clarity can enter your life. Super important. Like, that's basically all my videos, is do that inner work. Clear the negative thoughts, clear those old loop patterns that aren't serving you in this now time. And you can do it. We're infinite souls. You're an infinite soul, an infinite, powerful, unconditional soul that came here to learn through polarity, light and dark. In all cases, the East Shield marks a time of new freedoms that come from wiping the mud from your eyes and seeing with the eye of eagle. Observe which thoughts keep you in blinders and clear that blindness through summoning your courage and taking flight. That is beautiful. So I support you in all of this. We're here for each other. And I'm sending you lots of love. My name is Jamae, and I'm an Akashic Records librarian. I can tap into energy fields and receive information on any kind of question that you have. Mainly, I love to focus on how we can retrain your patterns in your life that haven't been serving you, and where we can make changes, and where they stem from. Where was the core of that pattern? Was it a childhood trauma? Was it a lineage trauma? Was it a past life? So I'm able to tap in and receive that kind of information and help you on your path. So sending you lots of love, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.